Hey guys, today I want to talk a little bit about YouTube, how YouTube has changed since I've joined the platform, which was basically at the very beginning back in 2006, I believe, and what YouTube I feel needs to employ moving forward in order to keep the platform alive. So, in the last several months, or maybe even the last couple years, you may have seen a ton of your favorite creators leaving the platform, or just going from posting 3 times to 2 times to maybe once a week, or just entirely disappearing for several months. And it got me thinking, even for the last couple of years, that, oh, YouTube is becoming a bit of a ghost town. People are leaving because everybody is going to use TikTok lately. And I feel like that is where my brain was. And then I came across a bunch of research that was saying that that is actually not true at all. That YouTube at this current point has its biggest number of monthly active users. And I was looking at the numbers of people that are making money off of YouTube, for example, people in the partner program and stuff like that. And out of like 52 million users or something, there was something along the lines of 2.4 million users that are actually making money on YouTube. And that may seem like a small amount, but that is actually quite a significant, substantial amount of people on the platform. Like, that's literally like a couple people out of every 100 people that posts a YouTube video actually makes money off of YouTube. So we're talking out of everybody that even tries YouTube as a whim, a couple of those people out of 100 ends up making money off of YouTube. That is a really high number. Now, what I'm wondering is, if YouTube is currently having the most active users monthly, why is it that the YouTube platform seems like a ghost town in comparison to platforms like TikTok, where there are creators blowing up every day? We are seeing new faces blowing up in the same way that we used to see on YouTube back in 2014, where there was new creators blowing up and people were being introduced to new online celebrities, if you want to call them that. And I feel like TikTok is definitely doing that. Instagram has certainly lost its power to do that, if it ever had its power to do that. I feel like the only people that really came up on Instagram for the most part were like fitness influencers. Now, on YouTube, back in 2006, people were just posting parodies, entertaining content, basically whatever. By like 2007, 2008, people were realizing that this platform was somewhere that you could make a career, that people were making a name for themselves, and there was still barely anybody on the platform in comparison to today. And then moving forward from that, we went all the way to like the 2014 era YouTube, where there were many social media celebrities popping up left, right, and center. This was the era that we basically got Patrick Star, Jeffree Star, James Charles. All of those people started popping up and becoming huge. Now, where YouTube has changed is that they no longer promote anybody on their platform as kind of a YouTube celebrity. And that has made things a lot more fair. It makes people on the platform that were already using the platform have a little bit more faith that all of the views and the algorithm isn't just going to favor large creators. And I'm on board with the algorithm not just favoring large creators because they have a large platform and stuff like that, and I like that change. However, we're no longer seeing creators pop up through the cracks like the Van Girl and Emma Chamberlain being recent ones. And it's not just so much that they pop up through the algorithm, it's that YouTube chooses to support them, YouTube chooses to work with them, give them extra publicity and promotion and things like that. But although that may not seem entirely fair, that YouTube chooses a couple people, or people kind of question whether they are like industry, what do you call them? An industry plant. And you could call them that if you want, once the YouTube platform starts supporting them and things like that. But what that was doing for YouTube was giving people outside of YouTube the idea that if you come to YouTube, you could be that next YouTube celebrity. And they've spread everything so much more fair across the algorithm. Like, I look at all these big channels that used to pull in millions of views, and they're also only pulling in thousands of views on their content now. So now it's like, if the content was actually so amazing, really relevant, and hit home with people, then yeah, it's going to get favored by the algorithm. But you're not just going to get every single video blow up just because you're a large creator anymore. But I do feel like YouTube should continue at least pushing one person or two people every year. And I'm not just talking like creator on the rise, but like talking about if you have this many monthly active users, then you can still have people that are focusing their energy on a new Emma Chamberlain or a new Van Life Girl or a new James Charles or anything like that. And I feel like YouTube was thinking this makes their platform look like it's illegitimate and unfair. This makes the publicity for their platform in general look bad when creators that they've been supporting, like James Charles, for example, get canceled and get exposed for their behavior online. And yes, that is a cost that YouTube is going to have to pay for if they choose to support somebody and then they turn out to be not in public favor anymore. But at the same time, this is a business, and I feel like that is what kept a lot of people inspired to actually join YouTube. That is what kept a lot of people that were on YouTube thinking that there was another big opportunity just around the corner. And the only thing with YouTube is they only need to do this with like one person every year, one person every couple years. It's not like they need to be, you know, like pulling out a ton of creators and being like, see, we support everybody. Like, they just need to have somebody that pulls up through the cracks to keep the platform alive, to keep the platform relevant, to keep the platform competing with TikTok. Like, we've seen all of these changes here on YouTube that they have implemented in order to stay relevant, just like TikTok and the shorts and everything like that. We got stories on YouTube when they saw that Snapchat was doing well, and then Instagram implemented stories, so we got them here on YouTube as well. And I feel like all of that is great in trying to keep up with the formats of other platforms online, but at the end of the day, if they're not keeping a name out there as a platform, being like, hey, look, we create celebrities. You can come here. Any person has the ability to pick up their phone and film a video, but you could be the next Emma Chamberlain. And I haven't seen anybody pop up through the cracks like that in the last several years. I just feel like there's a lot of people that are still doing really well on YouTube, but YouTube doesn't make a point to be like, this is the big celebrity creator of the year. So I guess that is all that I want to talk about in today's video. Let me know what you guys think about the changes YouTube has made. Do you like that it's more fair and that they're not really helping somebody blow up anymore? Or do you think that it should be more of a better business move if they were at least going to have one person, like a spokesmodel here and there for YouTube, that they really like pushed them out and then picked a new person every couple years that was coming up? I just feel like that they need that extra push. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And what else do you think that YouTube could do to keep this platform from becoming a ghost town? Especially because most people don't know those numbers from that study that I'm referring to. Most people think, oh, YouTube is kind of dying. It's not so much fun to be on this platform anymore. But I don't know. I wish that some of the big creators would come back, but I also wish that some of other new creators would blow up the way that some of the other big creators used to in the past. But that is it for this video. If you liked it, make sure to give it a great big thumbs up, and I guess I will see you guys in the next video. And until then, make sure to be weird, be wild, and stay sparkly.